Keeping It Real with KC. I am your host, KC Phoenix, and I did not expect my background to be this light. Wow. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I actually have blinds behind me. It wasn't doing this earlier. I guess, I don't know. I can't wait to see how this turns out on the editing part when I do the editing stuff. I am over the moon right now. If you can't already tell. All right. So, for those who have been following my podcast, you know that I've been talking about tarot card readings for the longest time. And I watch them regularly. And then I get drawn into them with the tarot cards and the oracle cards and everything else. So, I decided to take the plunge and buy some. And then, of course, as I mentioned before, I plan on incorporating tarot card readings into the Keeping It Real with KC show as a part of the entertainment. And you know what? There's something I have to get. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Okay. Now I'm back. I had to get this. Keep this here. All right, so I had to get my tarot card rules because I made them out. I have them. Well, you can't really see them because the lighting is so bright, but my 5 rules. So first rule, I do not read reversals. I read energy. Some people, when they do tarot cards, they read reversals with how it comes out, and some people don't read reversals. As a matter of fact, I forgot what her name is. I watched one of her readings probably yesterday or the day before yesterday, and she was explaining how she doesn't read reversals because she's like, I'm not reading a reversal. It's just that the deck was upside down is what it was. So she reads energy too. And that's how I am in what I plan to do. If I see something in the layout of cards and I feel that it may mean something different than what the card actually says, then that's what I will say if that's the energy I'm picking up. Where if a sun card comes out and you have something else near it that might imply that, hey, the happiness may be delayed on this one. Or if I pick up the energy where if I see an 8 of Cups or something where it's right after the Sun card, I might say, well, depending on the energy, where you're walking away, you're considering walking away from the happiness that you had. Not necessarily saying that, oh, well, it's all happiness, sunshine, rainbows, and everything else. Because the Sun card is supposed to be the happiest card in the deck, yada, yada, yada. But I'm just throwing stuff out there. So I plan on doing it pretty much in my own style. And that's, of course, reading energy. Other thing, readings are general. So all people who read tarot cards, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And then third, when I'm speaking out loud, I'm not always speaking to you. I may say something out loud because I'm asking the universe for an answer to something. And I want to see if I hear anything in my mind where it's like, okay, the energy's going this way, the energy's going that way. That's me asking for help, like, all right, help me with this. What are we working with here? Type thing. And then also number 4, I am not licensed in any medical fields. It's up to you to decide what path of healing will work best for you. I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that. And then this goes into number 5. Please keep in mind this is still entertainment. When I do my tarot card readings, yes, you can watch a tarot card reading and you can be like, wow, that really resonates with me. Or you can watch one and be like, you know what, that doesn't really resonate with me. Because you may watch a tarot card reading that says you're meeting the love of your life next week and whatever. And then it doesn't happen. And you're like, well, you know, my thing is just enjoy the reading, because that's what I do. And it's not just about whether stuff happens, whether things come true or not. It's about the journey throughout the reading. And I think that's why I fell in love with the tarot cards and the oracle cards and so forth. Because when I watch people do their tarot card readings, it's like they're telling a story. In the cards are telling a story. And sometimes the story is good, sometimes the story is bad, sometimes the story is long, short, or whatever. But the story can only be told by the cards. And that's what really makes it so amazing. That's what I think really just draws me to it. And also how beautiful the cards are in some of these decks. Now, what I did, I bought, so this is the Tarot Grand Lux, because I told you, this episode is just for me to show you some of the decks. I've spent like maybe $300 to $400 on tarot cards. And some of these, like this one was literally just delivered. This is an oracle deck. This one was literally just delivered like 30 minutes ago, if that. But as for tarot cards, this is the Tarot Grand Lux deck. And one of the reasons I love this deck is because of the King of Swords card. It's so beautiful. The King of Swords card is so beautiful. And this is the one that I'll go back to in a minute. Or better yet, I'll show you some of them right now. Like the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress. And these are all major arcana cards. So they put the major arcanas. There's 22 major arcana cards in a tarot deck. The rest are minor arcana cards. And the major arcanas usually speak the most. But I plan on learning things as I go through the process. And I have my little crystals that I set on top of my tarot cards. And then these things right here are crystal chargers with clearing energy. But I also set the cards on top of them. And then I put the little crystal on top of that. And this is an oracle deck. This oracle deck is the Oracle of the Seven Energies deck, is what this is. So this one is Earth Magic, if you can see it here. This one is this oracle card, Roots of Abundance. This one, Time Machine. And so on and so forth. And I have the book for the oracle card to show or to give information about the card itself. And I'll go into that in a second. But I just wanted to show you guys some of these tarot decks that I bought. This deck, this is the Rider deck. This one particular deck is one that you usually see in tarot card readings. Also with this deck, this is the deck that's shown in my steel in the thumbnail. And also, and it comes with a little book too. And also in the IG picture as well. So, which these are smaller than I thought they would be, but it's really cool. This is the Ace of Cups right here, if you can see it. I'm trying to do it right on the camera. There we go. This is the Ace of Cups. So, yeah, it's just really, really interesting with these cards, how awesome they are. But yeah, this is the Rider deck. And also, I have another deck, the Gilded Tarot, which, by the way, I plan on The reason I have so many decks is because, as I mentioned before, sometimes I plan on using separate decks as a clarifier. I don't believe in everyone's different, but me personally, I don't believe in using the same deck as a clarifier, because if a point needs to be made during the reading, you don't want to have it coming from the same deck. If it comes from a separate deck where you get a double card, that's when a point is really being made. Where if you get a double Ace of Cups or a double Empress or a double Magician or a double whatever, then yeah. So I'm opening this one right now. And again, this is the Gilded Tarot Royal deck. And this is the Fool, Major Arcana, and another Magician card, which looks really, really cool. The High Priestess as well. These cards, the tarot cards are so beautiful. The Empress, the Emperor as well. The Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, which is my sign. The Chariot is the sign of Cancer. So, yeah, I have this one, and I'm doing this as fast as possible because these are a lot of decks, and I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of what I have thus far. Then I have the Uncommon Tarot deck. These, you really have to know your cards. This one is the Magician in the Uncommon Tarot deck. This one is the High Priestess. This one is the Empress. This one is the Emperor. And this says Wise One, so more than likely it's the Hierophant, is what I'm guessing, is the Hierophant. This one is the Lovers. And this one is the Chariot. And this one is Strength. And you see the infinity symbol right there as well. And then the Hermit. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So, for those, yeah. So that's what I have on those. I have so many other ones. I have mini cards as well with just little sayings, little inspirational sayings like Sea Melodies. I have that one. I'm trying to get this lighting right so you guys can see it. And this one is Daily Healing as well with the mini cards, inspirational sayings. Because I want to do stuff that is, that lifts people up. I want that. This one is Let Go. For that. Also, the one that came in today earlier that I was telling you about. This is the Wild Offering Oracle. It's 52 cards, and it's the Giving It All to God Oracle deck. So there's that one. Like, this is Divine Doors. This is one of the mini ones. For example, I'll pull one, a random one, right quick. Well, this one seems like the one that wants to come out. So, you have this door here. And then, oh, wow, 1111, thank you. It says, numbers and doubles. Synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. And then it says, pass this card on at the bottom, which you probably can't see this due to the lighting, but that's what it says. It says numbers and doubles, synchronicity in two. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. I'm getting tongue-tied, and Mercury's not even in retrograde yet. But it's just little things like this. I don't know why. This stuff is captivating to me. It just is. It's fun. I have the Starseed Oracle deck as well. I'm just gonna pull a random one. And this one is the Seven Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, Expression. Is what that is from the Starseed Oracle card. So I have some other ones. I'm just going through as quickly as possible because if I don't go through quickly, we'll be here for an hour. And obviously I don't want it to be that long. I also have the Whispers of Healing Oracle cards as well, which this one is nice. I have the Fortune Reading cards by Sharina Starr. These are really, really cool. I also have the Artist Inner Vision Tarot, which the tarot cards in here are very interesting, to say the least. And on this side, this one so far is my favorite oracle cards because I'm really, really into Egyptian stuff. So yeah, this is the Aset Egyptian oracle cards. And let me see, take out the booklet. Like this one of Amun-Ra. And then the Ankh. And then, of course, everybody knows Anubis. And then Aset as well. So it's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. I have dream cards too, as well, which dream cards change your thoughts, change your life. I have self-love oracle cards. I have energy oracle cards. And I have the love oracle, which I'll eventually do some general love readings, but that's going to be something later on down the line. I would rather just stick with general tarot card readings for now and do that. So what I want to do, I keep on dropping my crystal. Is what I keep on doing. No. All right. What I want to do is move this to the side for a second. And just pull a tarot card to see. And also I need to work on my shuffling too. What type of energy I'm working with here. And by energy, whoever is listening to this, I want to pull something out just to give you an example. These are some stiff cards. Woo! Okay, and this is from the Tarot Grand Lux tarot card deck that I'm just shuffling through right now. And I want to do another one. Do it again. Okay, that's a little bit better. Nice. Right. Okay. And I'm just going to pull one card. Just one card. So, as I'm shuffling through this deck, whoever's listening on my podcast or watching this show right now, cards, what is a good message for my listeners to hear, or for an individual to hear, that will resonate? Interesting. The Hermit. So, going within is usually what the Hermit is. Going within, self-reflection, thinking about things, and seeing what one can do to evolve, and withdrawing a little bit from the world and outside influences is what they're doing. And sometimes taking a journey alone too, as well. But also seeking knowledge at the same time. So somebody might be preparing to withdraw a little bit and seek knowledge on their own, to evolve and come out later. At least that's what I'm pulling right now. So, yeah, for that one. And then for the Oracle cards, which luckily I have my book and I can read it, for the Oracle cards. Right. I did not mean to. I wanted to cut it 3 ways, but this just came out. So, and it's weird that I'm talking about Oracle cards, and this card came out. Or if you can't see it, it's kind of difficult. I'm trying to get it with the lighting. Oracle's Gift. Let me see what this says. That's really interesting. I'm going to get the book. Number 37, Oracle's Gift. So what is this? To whoever is listening, Oracle's Gift. Okay, the Oracle's Gift, number 37. Key concepts: second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate as a future determined by the choices you make now, seeing the signs around you, recognizing potentials versus absolute determinism. When we ask for a sign from the universe, we are essentially asking the divine guidance that we believe needs to come, for divine guidance that we believe needs to come from a source outside of us. This is because we don't always trust our intuition, our ability to read between the lines and see beyond space and time, or time and space. And so we ask for signs and look for a mystical reason. Why am I making up words here? A mystical reassurance that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside us. Oracles show up in myriad ways. Sometimes you see a billboard or hear a song or pull an oracle card, and you get the exact message you need to support your choices or show you the way forward. Regardless of how the sign appears, an oracle is a reminder that you are part of this vast universe. You are witnessed by the great mystery and loved and cared for. It's a reminder that life is magical. You are magical. Today, trust in your own capacity to know what is right, to tune in to source, and also be able to read the signs reflecting what is true and real within you. Let this oracle give you the gift of knowing that you are indeed on the right track. Repeat the mantra, "The light within me creates miracles in my life." The magic is inside you, outside you, all around and within you. Wow. That's so strange that this card popped out, because I was planning on doing the cut and it just slid out. So yeah, the Oracle's gift is the card. But anyways, I'm going to get to know my babies better, because I'm calling them my babies. Because I love these cards. I do. My babies. I love these cards. My babies, my babies, my babies. So I'm going to get to know my babies better, and I will incorporate general tarot readings into the Keeping It Real with KC show. And I'm looking so forward to doing this. So for those who have been listening to my podcast, for those who have been watching the show, I thank you for all of your support, and I hope that this is another thing that you will enjoy that I do for the podcast. Speaking of which, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. And even though that is the main podcasting platform, you can find the podcast on Spotify, Google Play, Apple, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and the list goes on and on and on. And you can follow on Twitter, KIRWKC, on Instagram, KIRWKC, also on Facebook.com/KIRWKC. If you are watching this on YouTube or Dailymotion, don't forget to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. That will let you know when I upload new videos. And again, to everyone who's been supporting the show, everyone who has subscribed to my YouTube channel, everyone who has been listening to the podcast, liking videos or sharing or whatever on Facebook or any social media platform that I frequent, thank you very much for your support. I sincerely appreciate it. So until next time, be blessed.